cut copper, baby. Oh yeah. Holy cow. Another awesome, fully intact crotal bell. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's not a coin. And so this is going to be the obverse, and it's another Drake bust. It's an 1865. The date's clearly readable right there on my phone. Look at that. Great seal button. And it's deep, so maybe it's not crushed. It's not crushed. Holy crap. All right, folks, here I am at my next find. I've seen people dig these, but I've never dug one. I dug a complete one myself, and I've dug a bunch of buttons that are nothing special. Again, on most of my videos, I'll show you a few buttons, but I'm not going to show you every one because they're all basically the same. But folks, this is different. Check it out. Colonial mouth harp or Jew harp. Rang up like a 60 like any other button. That is cool. And what would happen is in the old days, there'd be like a little bamboo reed in here, and you would pick this between your mouth and you would make like a strumming kind of boingy type of sound and play that along to drums or maybe an older time accordion or instrument like that. Totally cool, totally colonial. Late 1700s all day, baby. That is sick. Really hard ground today, but I'll take it. On to the next. All right, folks, on to my next find. Just another 60s tone medium that I'm not going to do a live dig, which, by the way, it takes me like 10 minutes to get through this, or 5 minutes to get through this clay concrete this time of year down in this town. But you're not going to believe what I just got. I popped it out and I was like, well, dang, it's not a button, it's a coin. It's not any coin, folks. It's a flying eagle, baby. Oh my God, only my third flying eagle ever. Let me wipe it off with my, well, that's not gonna do it any justice. I tried to put a little saliva on there. Look at that. Can you see that in the sunshine? Flying eagle, baby. Wow. On to the next. Oh yeah, baby. 87 signal at 4 inches. Still took me 5 minutes to get through the concrete. I mean, if you look at this, look at that little clunk of dirt there. I cannot even break that up with my hand. I mean, it's like literally asphalt. So you got to go really slow, but look at that, baby. I knew it was a tight signal, 87, and I just dug that flying eagle 10 minutes ago. I called my wife and said, honey, I'm going to be home about another hour later because this feels too good to pass up. There are signals everywhere. The difficulty is I'm passing over a lot of midtones because they're like 8 inches deep, and it's going to take me 15 minutes just to get a button. So I'm focusing right now on the shallow signals, and then when we get some rain maybe here in another week or two, hopefully this place will soften up. Looky, I'm sure you're eyeing that just like me. Isn't that beautiful? 87 signal. That's a large sin every day. And it's usually a matron or a braided hair. Braided hair, baby. See if I can get a date. Man, I'm going to stand up. This prickly stuff is not good on your knees. See that? Back and get you a date on these. It looks like kind of a earlier date matron, like maybe a late 1830s, 1840s. See if I can wet it with my finger and get a date without making this video too long. This is going to clean up beautiful. 1837. At least that's what I think it is. Sick, baby. This is a field you got to come back to. I'm not going to have enough daylight left to do all that, but clean all this field out. What a great day. Large scent flying eagle, Jew harp, mouth harp, whatever, bunch of buttons. Killer. On to the next. Permission here in town, old town here. Finally cut the hay. I've been on the field probably 5 to 8 minutes and got a decent 80 tone, and look at there. Mercury 9, baby. Kind of mucky on the lower part of this field, so I have to see if I can maybe get a cleaned up shot and get a date for you. Let's see, can I see what the date is on that? 1919. Nice.
1919?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice older one.
Yeah.
I'll take it. First hole of the day. Silver. Excellent. Let's go find some more stuff, guys. On to the next. All right, folks, on to my next find. Out here with Gold Panner again today. Just trying to bop around some fields as normal. He's already dug some pewter fragments and some buttons. The hay's like marginally tall in here, so you can definitely get in here, but you kind of got to go slow or it'll get kind of tiring. But unmistakable tight 84 signal. I knew that was a coin, and I wasn't sure what it was going to be, but it's a copper. Look right there. And we were just guessing what it was going to be, and we think maybe a matron at an 84. It's hard to know. Let's see how thick it is. It's thin, so it's probably not a braided hair. Matron's probably going to be a good call. Let's see if we can get some idea on it, brother. Yeah. Here, no, why don't you look at it and see what we got. Can you see anything on there?
Drape bust.
Yeah, it's a drape bust, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, you can get a date, too. I see a 0, which is 1803. 1803 DB, baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Awesome. All right, let me just show you a close-up shot and we'll cut away. She's a little bit worn. See the 0 and 3 there? 1803 DB, baby. Not my best DB by far, but you know what? I'll take it. We're going to stick around here right on the edge of an old home site. On to the next. Oh, moseyed on into the woods, folks. Something just crashed behind me in the woods. I sent Gold Panner home. It was a slow day. Other than that drape bust, I just dug 2 flat buttons and I got a musket ball. So I'm moseying into the woods. This is another property I've got permission on. It's hundreds and hundreds of acres with old cabin sites and cellar holes. A lot of it's pretty thin. It's hard to find a lot of stuff, but the ground's very old. This is a cellar hole that was occupied at least until probably the late 1800s, and I got a tight, pretty high signal, and it was pretty large, so I knew it wasn't going to be a large center or anything. But check it out. I kind of wiped it off right there, and looky here. Yeah, another finial. At least that's what I think it is. At first I said maybe a candlestick holder, but see how that's kind of got a scroogey thing in there? So I think that was the end of a candlestick holder, because look how, or not candlestick, yeah, curtain rod holder finial, because look how decorative that is on the end. There may have been a knob that went on the end like that, and that would have screwed into the rod. But cool find. I'll take it. Probably late 1800s, something like that, I would guess. Nothing too particular, seeing that it's got the threaded pattern on there. All right, we'll keep bopping around here for a little while longer, then I'll move out to the fields as I head back to the car and see if I can dig a few more things. On to the next. And on to my next find, folks. A pretty common find. As I state often in my videos, I don't film all of these little buttons here, but I did quite a few of them. I mean, on the order of a couple hundred every year. 68 to 72 signal. That could have been an Indian, but it's just a plain flat button. Usually they'll have a back mark on them with a common insignia, treble gilt, gold gilt, triple gilt. Very common, made by the millions out of England and shipped to the States back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, and you find them a lot in the ground here in New England. But I'll take it. These are always fine, fun old relics to find. Anytime you can find buttons are indicative of an old time. All right, let's see if we can poke around and see a few more things here. On to the next. All right, folks, and here I am on to my next find. I'm just digging some buttons today. Nothing really special. I'll come back to this place that I dug the 37 matron and that flying eagle and that mouth harp from last week, or the last cuts of videos. But here we go. Let me just show you what I've got here, and let me just pan around really quick. And this one rang up like a 90, 88. And I was like, man, that's got to be something really good. And sometimes you get these buttons like that that are just, they ring up really, really high. And you know, it's hard to explain what they're made out of. You know, they're different materials. Again, this is just a plain Jane button, but you know, I'll take it. Another flat button. This one looks a little older, maybe 1800, a little thicker. All right, but excellent find from the colonial days of Vermont, folks. On to the next. And on to my next button, folks. This one's a lot better, let me tell you. No, it's not a George Washington. I never found one of those. Some of these folks do get to find them. There's a fellow just south of me that's found several. Mud Dog Mandy. May have seen some of his videos. Screaming like 70 signal, like 1 inch under the surface. And I was like, man, it's probably junk being that shallow. But man, in an old place like this, you got to dig everything. Because, yeah, I'm digging some trash, but sometimes it's stuff like this. Look at that. Big old dandy button. And this is going to have a pattern on it. It's one of those little herringbone or fish scale patterns. See that around the edge? That's a really nice find. Just a brass target, plain, on the back with no maker's mark. And that tells you right now it's really old. Late 1700s all day. Maybe early 1800s. But when they don't have the maker's marks on them, and they're big like this, these are early big old coat buttons. They're from pretty far back in Vermont history. Not as far back as colonial times in coastal New England, 1600s or something. Most of the settlers around here were mid-1700s, late 1700s onwards. But that'll clean up nice. Nice find. All right, I'm almost out of here. I'm going to do a couple more passes, and the sun's getting low, and I got to get back home and get some dinner and see the wife. On to the next. Well, I guess the back half of this video is going to be the button show, folks. I don't know. I just took about 4 more steps and got a great signal, and I was like, man, this is going to be a large scent right at the end of the day. 85 signal, but you know, sometimes these buttons ring up really high, but usually when they ring up really high, they're really cool ones because they're made out of pure brass from way back in colonial times. Again, another big coat button with no back mark and a full shank, but looky. How about that for a sick button? It's got a flower on the front of it. Oh man, that is sick. A lady's probably coat button from, I want to say late 1700s, maybe to 1810, something like that. Another sick find. It's a little bit bent. I mean, it was way down there. Get the focus here. The AT Pro picked that out, and that was pretty deep. I mean, that's, I don't know, that's 8 inches all day long, 8-9 inches, but clear signal. And I know there's better machines out there than the AT Pro. I get it. The Knox, the XP Deus, but man, you get on old ground and you go really slow. Big targets like this, AT Pro, it'll pick them up 8-10 inches. Great find. All right, see if we can find one more thing maybe here before I cut away. On to the next.